Jaywalking here is key. I love this background. Also, I need a shade. In the video. So what I just recorded was basically my farm. So this farm is owned by, on my mom's side, my grandmother's parents, so my great-grandparents. My aunt and my uncle on my dad's side own their own textile factory, something like that. So that's what that was.
Legend. 30 years old.
How many?
30 years old.
Whose bike?
My dad's bike. His bike is legendary. 30 years old.
So we're walking from. So here's our living situation, by the way, LOL. Since I don't get any peace and quiet in this damn country. I love Bulgaria. We're Bulgaria. That was perfect. So, my mom and my dad are staying with my uncle, my dad's brother, in his fam. But me and my sister are staying with my little cousin that you saw previously, which are staying with my grandparents, aka my mother's parents. So, obviously distances here are really small. They're literally less than 5 minutes apart. So we just walk, like we eat there, walk there, etc., etc. So it's a very confusing living situation, but honestly, we make it work. So big whoop. So yeah, we're walking home right now. I hope you're watching these series. So we're trying to find a store so we can buy some snacks. But it's 10 p.m. and everything's closed because people... Yeah, actually.
It's not like we were like looking at you.
We're getting our documents. What were my bags?
Bulgaria period.
So what I just previously filmed was basically the town center of Plovdiv, and it consists of like this giant alley of just like different stores and restaurants and convenient places that people meet up, walk around, shop, etc., etc. And at the end of it, or the beginning, depending on how you started from, there's this park that's called the King Tsar Simeonovata Gradina, the King Samuel Park. And so, actually, I'll see what the translation is. But it's a really big place, a lot of kids. They made it so much prettier throughout the years. And obviously, since Plovdiv is the European capital of culture for 2019, a lot of money is coming into the city for renovation. This is my hall where my mom and my dad are staying. So this is their apartment. Hey peeps, since I was talking about renovations in the previous video, I just feel like mentioning a note that I've noticed when I came back. So I see that there has been a lot of construction of like new apartments, new apartment like complexes. Obviously these are the really old ones from decades ago, but I've seen a lot of real estate investment in terms of construction, which is good because it's bringing in jobs, it's bringing in people. But there are several problems with that I wanted to mention so that there's like a sense of reality towards the psyche of the country. So all these investors are coming in, people building new apartments, the government, flowing money into real estate. But there's problems such as floods and infrastructure, such as like roads are really crappy here. There's always traffic, there's no parking, and they keep on building real estate. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that. But in the same, I do understand why they're doing it. I just don't understand because it's not for the good of the country. It's for the good of the money, because what do people do to get richer? They invest.
And what did they decide to invest in? Real estate, aka building these apartments. Obviously a lot of countries do that, but I just feel like Bulgaria should invest their money in the things that matter first, the things that make this country more functional, more solid, more proficient, and that includes infrastructure, roads, sewers. Literally, Plovdiv, we've had 3 rains throughout my time here, and every time there has been a flood, like roads up to here of water. Like not that extreme, but a month ago about-ish, like in May, they did have an extreme like weather drill. And it was actually flooding like up to here. Like roads, people were stuck in their cars on the road because the roads are crappy. There's no parking anywhere, and the sewer system is just horrible. I don't understand why you're investing your money in real estate when you can put it into something else, but obviously it's to gain more money, which I don't find, moral, but it's just the reality of the situation. It still keeps the economy going. I just feel as though if the economy is doing this good, it should invest in what is important rather than waiting it out. Yes, sir.
Ивче, дай му топката да поиграе.
Кажи, my dad is 37, рефери. Ама да то си там
Много сме мокри.
Where are we going, Ifche?
Grebnata Baza.
I don't know what it's called in English.
They have a mini Coachella here.
I think they're going to have
But it's for like rock concerts and pop folk. It's so fun.
Okay, I think they're going to have extra.
She says she's gonna run, but she's gonna walk half the time. Damn, just kidding. Look at her go. Okay, that's it. Okay. Go. This thing, like what my sister said it's called, Grebnata Baza, is like humongously long. I think the best translation for it is like the rowing channel, which is a very, very weird translation, but that's what it is. People come here and run and ride bikes. Also, it's like lunchtime, so nobody is here, which is good for me. Back 4 years ago, me and my uncle, he used to like drive me here in the morning at like 7 a.m. and he would walk one way and I would run the other way, and we would meet up halfway and I would run this whole thing, which is a whole lap is 5 kilometers, which is about like a 3-mile. So, and right next to the channel was the Plovdiv Zoo, which when I was like yay high, it used to be open. And I mean, it was still a zoo, it wasn't anything grand, but it had a bunch of animals and now it's like completely closed, like they destroyed it. And strangely enough, it's still on the map, although it's closed, so I don't know. So there's these like construction things on the side, and it kind of looks like they're trying to build a new zoo, but I don't know, this is specifically for the zoo, it just looks a lot like it. Like there's all these types of cages and there's a lot of construction material laying around. So I assume it's that. Very interesting. But my mom told me there's been like some, I don't know, politics involved and like the animals and stuff like that. So, and I'm not for animal cruelty. Like
kind of stuff. So yeah, let's just leave that alone. Also, in the middle of the channel, there's this big bridge that they built a couple of years ago. I wasn't here when I was like very little in my young days, but when I moved, like they started building it, and now it's kind of new. My sister and I made an observation that during this vacation, time goes by so slowly. You agree? Yay, it's done. 3, 2, 1. Little kids.
Opa, opa, opa.
Before we go off to bed, I just want to say there's a taxi service here because a lot of people use taxis. It's horrible. The people who drive the taxis are horrible, and I don't understand why. It makes no sense. Because if you provide horrible service through the taxi delivering system, how are you expecting more business? How are you expecting more money? How are you expecting to get paid for your customers to be satisfied? Like, don't go into the service industry if you're just a really bad-tempered person and gives attitude, and oh, it just drives me crazy.